Alrighty, today we are going to talk about how to make best use of your mini-map in World of Warships. So I'm going to start out by taking us out in a destroyer, Z-42 in a Tier 10 game. And this is a random battle. Then we'll go into the training room for a little bit, look at some setup things, and then maybe come back out for some more random time. Okay, taking a quick look at the team lineups. I see I have some players from the 5X clan over there, and some players over here from PSFL. I've seen these guys around before. I don't know anybody by name though. Alright, so we're on the new map as it turns out, Sunset Isles. Now right away, look down at my mini map. You can see that I am on the eastern side of my map. I have a long arc of islands over here in front of me. I am on the Charlie cap as compared to being in the middle map of the map. I have, as I look down below, I see that I have two cruisers and a battleship behind me. The battleship is the St. Vincent, one of the cruisers is the Yoshino, and the other one I cannot tell for sure, but I'm thinking it is a Hawaii. Could be the Napoli. Can't really tell by looking at my names, but that part's not important as it is that I have people there behind me. Now, as I look at what's happening on the rest of the map, I can see that the Bungo, one of the battleships, is coming over my way. Two of the cruisers that were near the Bravo cap and the Republique, the battleship, are still staying center, but they're more over toward Alpha cap. And then over on the Alpha cap, I have two battleships, the Hawaii, and a submarine over there. So now I know where my team is and how they're aligned compared to me. Now another thing that I can see is where my guns are aimed. If you look down at my mini map, I'm waving my guns back and forth. If I look at the big screen in front of me, I can't see what that means. But now I can tell that I am aiming back kind of behind me and that I have RPF on somebody right back here. So I can tell my team the direction of where I have something happening. Now, I have a Shimikaze out here with me somewhere. Or I have the... Oh, and I also have a Des Moines right up here in front of me. And he is going to hit his radar. And I do not want to get caught in that radar. Oops, but I also have Stalingrad over there. And I am going to get caught in Stalingrad's radar as soon as he decides he's going to light it up. But the good news is his radar does not last very long. So I'll deal with the fact that he's doing that. Oop, now look at there. I have a submarine back there. Alright. So, I can see on my mini-map now, I have an incomparable right in here. I have a Des Moines, I have a Stalingrad, and I have what looks like a Monmouth. Oh, the Montana. Okay, so I have a battleship. I have three battleships on this side. And I'll be darned, they've already killed our Hawaii over on the other side, but I can see on my map that Napoli is coming in here. He's all smoked up. Alright, now, Des Moines has backed up. Stalingrad's already used his radar for the time being, so I'm feeling kind of comfortable about possibly moving back up here now. Okay. Now I can see on my mini-map that the enemy team is in the sphere, is taking our cap. Taking the center cap. I can also see that our submarine is taking the alpha cap. So that gives me a lot of information. All right, now let's see if we can't get some. Uh-oh. Probably best if I don't take any of those torps.
Maschinenboost deaktiviert.
Alrighty. I saw that the Des Moines is moving up. It probably has his hydro or his radar on me right now. Nothing I can do about that. Try to move, but I think Stalingrad is going to take my torpedoes. Okay. Uh-oh.
Kritischer Maschinenschaden. Nebelwerfer gestartet.
Okay.
Nebelwand gelegt.
Okay, now I can see that the alpha cap has been lost. We really need this cap. Alright, Stalingrad is out. So, we've lost alpha cap, we're losing Bravo cap, and we're not in good position here in Charlie cap. I need to move on out of here. Send some torpedoes back toward where I think Shimakaze might be. And let's get ourselves in a little better position here. Uh-oh. Oh. I just bumped into Yoshino because I was actually looking at the mini-map trying to figure out the alignment of where Shimakaze might be. So Shimakaze ought to be right over between me and the Shikishima. But he could have moved backward because we're looking at a shadow right now. Okay.
Torpedos voraus.
Running my hydro to kind of
Torpedos
help
voraus.
Napoli, who drove out in front of me too quickly for me to help. Okay, I don't want to get into Des Moines' radar range, and I'm just barely in it right now. Okay, safe here.
Nebelwerfer gestartet.
Keeping an eye on Des Moines up there.
Nebelwand gelegt.
All right, now we are going to take this cap, it looks like, and it looks like our Republic and maybe our sphere is about to take out the enemy sphere, and they did. Okay, I see that a Libertad has moved in directly in line with our Republic, and probably they're doing pretty heavy damage to each other. Okay, now we have taken the cap. I would still like to stay outside Des Moines' radar range. Okay, now we can see Alpha Cap has quite a few ships over there too. They have a William de Ernst, Des Moines, and a Bremen over there, to say nothing of the Libertad that's right in the middle of things, making things very difficult for our Vermont and our Hawaii that are over there. But we have a Republic and a Wisconsin right in the middle. And I can only see that by the minimap. I don't have any other frame of reference here. I see a mess of ships over there. When I look at everything that is on the screen in front of me, I just see a mess of ships. I have no idea where they're actually located. But when I look on here, I can see it. Now, as an alternative, I can also use this to get an idea of where everybody is from the top down. But when I'm doing that, I can't see what's happening in real time right here. And that is extremely hazardous for me. So I can look at the minimap. I can glance down at that right now. I can look around, see where things are in the big picture. And I actually spend more time looking at my minimap until I am actively engaged with somebody or watching out for obstacles. There we go. Now we are ahead 5 ships to 2, so we're in good shape here right now. Now I can see that I have this big island right in here that is just on my right hand side. I can see that I have a Wisconsin right in front of me. I have a Republic off to my forward starboard quarter to my right side. I have a Napoli pushed in a little bit too hard into a Shikishima. That is worrisome. But our ships are in pretty good alignment. Now what I want to do is try to spot without getting in somebody's radar. I don't want to get detected if I can help it, because I have such a small amount of health left that I would real easily be obliterated. Alright, now I have Libertad up there rushing into our Wisconsin. I am going to try to get where maybe I can get some torpedoes to him. Well, not looking like it right now. Okay, now we know where the enemy Shimakaze is. Now I know where the Libertad is. And darn it, our Napoli did what I didn't want him to do. He pushed up too far, overdid it.
Nebelwerfer gestartet.
Oh, good. Somehow I got an assist out of killing that Montana. Now I can see that with the Montana off our flank over there, that what we have left here is a Shikishima and the Shimakaze up north.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Everybody else is just right here with us, where we can find them. Oh my gosh, Hawaii died fast, it seems like. I didn't think he was that low of health, but maybe I was wrong. Okay, good. Yoshino took out that Libertad. Let me get up here and see if... Oh darn. Well, Libertad got just a flesh wound on our Republic, so...
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
We're in good shape, but we're even on ships now. We have 3 healthy ones and 2 badly hurting ones, plus 1. They have 2 hurting ones, 2 very healthy ones, plus 1. And there goes one of our hurting ones. Alrighty. I am expecting a Shimakaze around here somewhere. Looks like that's who's throwing torpedoes at our St. Vincent. Well, we lost the Bungo. He wasn't very healthy either. We really need to find our Shimakaze. That Shimakaze is just about dead. And my
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
hydro is down and won't be up for a minute and a half.
Gefecht endet in 5 Minuten. Bestätige.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Too far away from my torps. I really need to get my hydro back. Love to be able to find Shikishima too.
Voraus.
I want one set of torps. He has 3. Okay, well, we can see that Vermont is in Bravo Cap. We can see that there's Shikishima and Willem de Ernst. Okay, have my hydro. And they have a Bremen and a Des Moines somewhere up here. We need to do some serious damage to somebody, and I need to get up here where I can help do it. Shimmy's back behind me. Ooh, there he is.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship. Nebelwerfer gestartet. Nebelwand gelegt. Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
Alrighty. Now, our Vermont is doing okay. He's getting hit by the Des Moines. But he's healthy enough as long as the Shikishima doesn't do anything serious to him. Now he's not spotted. Alright. So we hold 2 caps. We are ahead by well over 300 ships. Uh-oh. I was in Des Moines radar range there for a bit. Our Vermont did excellent damage to the Shikishima. I just activated one of Luchin's skills by getting another spotted ribbon, so that gives me a little bit of health. Just enough that I might be able to live to the end of this match. Because Des Moines is driving forward, and I am not able to get out of radar range, so I just gotta hope that he doesn't turn it on and whack me. Uh-oh, they got our Vermont. Too many ships there, but I think we've got it. All right. Well, let's make sure we get out of radar range. Oh, shoot.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
Okay, well, that's the game. Cool. All right. Okay, we'll take Solo Warrior. And you got to watch it live. I didn't expect that. Well, that's cool. All right, so wasn't very high on the leaderboard for that. Our Napoli, who charged into the teeth of the enemy, I don't know if he should get plays well, but definitely St. Vincent does. Definitely Vermont does. Okay. Well, that's interesting. How interesting. Okay, well, we will come back to enjoy that later. I want to complete this discussion of our use of the mini-map. So a good place to go look into this is going to be in our training battles. So I'm going to create a quick battle here. I can use Ocean. That'll work just fine. I need... Oh, I didn't realize Bohikiva was there. Just telling him I was recording that for a video on using the mini-map. I didn't realize you were in the battle with me. All right, well, continue that discussion in a bit. I need to get on with this, so let's see. Let's create a map here. Let's add a player with... We can put bots are moving, bots are armed, that doesn't matter. We'll fill them with bots. Okay, so we're going to have a battleship. Okay. Now, when you are in battle and you can see your mini-map, notice a couple of things about your mini-map. I want mine to be of a pretty good size so I can see everything clearly and see the spacing between them. I have my mini-map. If you hold down your control key, I have my mini-map set so that if you click on these gears, I can change my background opacity. I want to see where the mini-map is, so I set it about in the middle. And I like to see my circles, but I don't want them way dark. These are the circles here that show me things like where my detection range is and things like that. Now I have this set up. Let me slow down a little bit. I have this set up so that I have my detection range right in here. That's showing me with this blue. Very important that you know where your detection range is. I want my hydroacoustic search range, which happens to be the same or very close to my detection range. And then I like to have my main battery firing range. That is out in here. And then my torpedo range is right in here. Okay, so each of these circles means something. And I have them opaque enough that I can see them, and I have my map opaque enough I can see it, but it's not blocking my view of the sea and what's around me. Okay, now my detection range, which is so important, when I think I'm getting into an area where there might be enemy, then my detection range is going to, if it overlaps where I think the enemy might be, then I'm going to get spotted anytime. I need to be aware of that. My gun range is nice to know because right now that ship is in my gun range. Now, if somebody else was spotting him and he was outside my gun range and I actually started shooting at him, which I've seen people do, what that's going to do is alert anybody who is inside my gun range who is not spotted where I am. I'm going to be spotted then, and I won't know who's spotting me. So that's not good. Now, I am running parallel to him. I'm keeping him outside my detection range. As long as he stays outside my detection range, he can't see me. Now, if I shoot, he can see me. There we go. He can see me, even though he's outside my detection range. Because my detection range just expanded way out here to where my gun range is. But in a few seconds here, that's going to go down. Now, of course, he knows where I am. I don't care because he's a bot. If he was a human player, I'd be in big trouble now. All right, so we are just kind of cruising around here, just playing around. Now, one other thing that you can turn on if you are in a radar ship is you would turn on another setting there to show you where your radar range is. And those are default off, but boy, it helps for you to know if your radar isn't overlapping the entire cap or where you suspect a ship might be sitting in smoke, then you don't want to waste it. You don't want to use it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send torps at that battleship. This is just a training battle after all. So what does the mini-map show you? Well, in the battle, it showed me how is my team aligned. Are they in a support position for me, or are they leaving me on my own? Do I have a large number of enemy congregating in my area, or are they mostly over on the other side? What ships are in the area? And how far away are they compared to my torpedoes, my radar, my hydro, and all of that? Those things are all important pieces of information. Now, the other things the mini-map is telling me is which way somebody is going. Right now, he is going parallel with me in an opposite direction from me. Now, I can see that by looking at him. I can also see that on the mini-map. I can see where I am going. Right now, I am headed south, almost due south. Okay? When I turn, I can see where I am. I can see where my guns are aimed. Looking at that on the mini-map is actually more useful and easier to use than if I was doing this with my just binoculars and just looking, because especially with a battleship, you don't always know. Now, I have wandered into his range, or into my detection range, so I'm going to give him some more torps here in a bit. He can't see me again. I just popped in, popped back out. All right. And then the other thing that you can see on the mini-map is how far away your guns can shoot, how far away your hydro and your radar can see, and how far away are you detected. Those things are essential to know. Okay, so if you get nothing else out of this video, then take that with you. Okay, so we'll finish putting this guy down, and then I'm going to go out and Okay, he's out. Alright, here's a quick look at the Z42. Since this video is going to get a little long, I won't be able to dwell on her, but she does have 2 turrets up forward with 2 barrels each, and 2 barrels back aft with 2 barrels each, and 2 sets of torpedoes set amidships with 4 torpedoes in each rack. Running Gunther Luchens for that battle, and here you see his captain skills, and he is built up to a full 21 points. And then his equipment build out. And there we go. And one of the things that helped to find that DD was when I had my hydro going, and that is 6-kilometer hydro on the Z42. All right, well, that was an excellent battle, surprising ending in it, but turned out pretty cool that I also had my clanmate Bohica join me in the battle, so that worked out neat. All right, so have a good evening, and I hope to see you in battle.